organize and display data. So today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of different kinds of ways in which we can organize or display data. The first of which is known as a frequency table. Okay. Now, as we take a look at all of these different ways as we go through the chapter, we're going to get through different kinds of tables, graphs. There are very specific ways in which they have to be made. If they don't include everything, then it's not really what I'm asking for. So we need to make sure that we follow exactly what the procedure is. And you're going to learn the procedure in class, so you need to take good notes and make sure that you understand each part. And if you don't, to ask questions today as opposed to waiting until it's all said and done. So in a frequency table, frequency basically mean, what does the word frequency mean? Or something happens frequently. Yeah, often. It deals with the frequency deals with how many times something happens or how many times something occurs. So the first thing you'll need in a frequency table is you'll need a title. What is it measuring? What does it have to do with? Okay, because otherwise it's just going to be a bunch of tally marks without any other information. So as you see that on page 326, what is the title of that first frequency table that we see there? The title that's given is what? Keith? Favorite color. So after they get the title of favorite color, there's three different categories. There is the color itself, what color it is, followed by the tally, and then the frequency. Okay? Of these four components that we've already pointed out, which of the four do you think people forget most oftentimes? The title, or the three categories? It's easily the title. Okay? Pay attention to the detail. So they list the colors. And they're using that little clipboard on the left in the margin there. So we've got blue, green, orange, purple, red, yellow. Now the frequency table is supposed to make things easier for you to keep track of this information. So once you see your color come up, you put a tally in the tally column. So I'm looking at that clipboard with the yellow piece of paper, and as I go down the list, I see a blue. So I put a tally for blue. Next one is a purple. So I'm going to find purple and put a tally by the purple. A red, one by red, and then two more blues. Yellow, green, purple. Yellow, green, purple. Blue, red, and orange. Orange gets its first one. Yellow, green, blue. Yellow, green. Now, blue, I've made my four. That fifth tally goes through there. Why do you suppose you make the fifth one that way? Willie? Yeah, you can bundle them. So anytime you see that, you know that this means 5. So if you can count the groups of 5. Otherwise, you're going to get a bunch of tallies running all. Say you've got like 16. It's much easier to count those 3 groups of 5 and that extra 1 than it is to count out all 16. It's supposed to make it easier, not more difficult to organize. Okay? So then from there, another yellow and a blue. Okay? So the final category, the final column here, is we just take our tallies and we count them up. So it's 5 plus the 1 gives me a frequency of 6. 2 tallies for green is 2, 1 for orange, 2 for purple, 2 for red, and 3 for yellow. Take a look at check understanding number 1. The first initial of 15 names of 15 students are listed below. Organize the data by making a frequency table. Give it a shot. What do you want to call it? Let's give it a title together. What do you want to call it? What do the letters represent? First initial. Yeah, first initial of students. Okay, that would be our title. The middle column is going to be the tally. The last column is going to be the frequency, where we tie everything together. What do you want to call the first column? We're going to name it what? Letter, or let's use initial. Okay, give it a shot. You might still be working, but hopefully you're getting the gist of it. As far as the initials go, as you list them, I don't know how you did it, but if the whole point is to organize them, it might be easiest to look and see, can you organize them in some kind of alphabetical order, okay? Now, it's not wrong, per se, if you didn't, but just something for you to think about, okay? The whole point is that you want this information and you want it